round two. Here I've got some pots at the front of peppers, and I've got some lots of different variety of courgettes, TriStar, Black Beauty, and other one, yeah, Black Beauty and a Verde. And then on the bench, it was a bench and it still is a bench, I now have all of my salads. So all of my lettuces, different varieties of lettuce, all packed in here, cut and come again. So lots of different varieties of lettuce there. And of course pak choy and various other little things. I put some carrots in the two tubs at the back. I don't know if they'll come up because the tubs are quite small, but we'll see. At the back again, shard from last year, and I've just thrown in some seeds for this year. Right at the back now, the back wall, I've got 3 troughs of potatoes. So these are first earlies and second earlies. I've got Charlotte's and I've got Swift in there as well, and it's these tubs. So I basically filled up every inch of space that I could with growing stuff. And this is just a second sowing of kale that I've got here. Some of it I'll give away and some of it I'll keep for myself. Sunflowers, more courgettes, and more kale that's coming up. And then these are the second lot of leeks second sowing of leeks that I did, which will, some of it I'll give away to Mum and the rest I'll plant out. So again, at the back, my comfrey patch, which is this, it's coming up beautifully. The bees absolutely love it. It went down to nothing in the autumn and now it's come up full already. Bees are loving it. I've got a lovely little apple tree at the back there, and there's some apples on it there, as you can see. So just gorgeous. More tubs of potatoes hidden at the back there that you can't really see because of the comfrey. And then I've got some fruit bushes here. Pepper, overwintered from last year. This one's done very well. This is the jalapeno. This one has not done so well. I cut it back too much. I think I took the advice of somebody on YouTube, and yeah, I cut it back too far. I will not do that again because it just hasn't come back. I wish I'd left quite a lot of leaves on it, whereas this one I didn't cut back as far, and it seemed to be doing fine. Another trough of salad here, which I've been harvesting quite heavily off of that one, and I'm going to sow some more lettuce seeds today because you need to do it every couple of weeks. I've got some more raspberry in here, some, what was this one again? Guava. I don't expect to get fruit off of that, and more aubergines here and here. And this is my herb patch. So here I've got a huge variety of all sorts of different herbs like hyssop, tarragon, coriander, rosemary, thyme, parsley, mint, various different mint, amaranth I've got in there as well, and just all sorts of things. It's just gorgeous. Some spinach here as well, and then some beetroot, and I'm trying to grow swede this year. I don't know how successful it'll be. Quite a lot of it has already gone to seed over here, and I had to pull it out and put more seed in. So it's quite frustrating. At the back of this bed I've got tomatoes. And then this is my monster fennel, which has come back again. Every year I cut it right down to the ground and it comes back again. And this is the other monster fennel at the pond. Back of the pond now, this is the pond area. All of the potatoes are now here. So I've got 8 troughs of potatoes that of course you can't see now because all you can see is potato leaves. And at the very back is my fig tree. So this structure, let me go back a little bit so you can see. This structure here, this is my cucumber structure. It's for my cucumbers. So here, I've planted some cucumbers. This one's died, so I put some more seeds there. This one in the middle's doing quite well. Dill either side. And this one's died again, but there's another one growing up here, so that's okay. More courgettes, grey variety. I've got all sorts of different varieties in there. Of course, that's my strawberry bed and 3 troughs of strawberries, carrots growing here, onions, and here is where I've got the swede growing, and I've had to plant some more seeds here, little baby seeds of swede that are coming up. This is the other rhubarb that I've got here, and this is 2 years old now, the celery, and it comes back every year, so it's just fabulous. At the back I've got some melon. I grew this last year, and this here, That one's not doing too badly. There's 3 in here, but the other 2 look a bit unhappy. And some cucamelons in these 2 pots here. This bed, the diamond bed, so I've got green beans at the back, lots of different varieties of green beans, cucumbers at the front, some flowers and some onions, spring onions there. And this is another plant. This is my French sorrel that this is year 3 and it's still going. So loving it. And my lavender, which seems to be taken over now. So first year I decided to grow callaloo. So this is it here, or amaranth as it's also known. So what I need to do is prick these out because there's too many in here. So I'm going to give some to Mum and I'm going to transplant some in another pot. Covered over here, I've got some cauliflower and some swede at the back. And again, that's just the rest of the diamond bed. And there, guys, for the first time, I am growing turmeric. So I thought, why not? If I grew ginger last year, let's see if I can grow some turmeric. And at the back, I've got some more cucamelons. Here are my bushes. My blueberry is that one, and these are the 2 raspberry bushes. And then my sweet potatoes are in. So this is them all around there in the potato sacks. These are all sweet potatoes growing up. And this, guys, is my brassica bed. So all it is are the green and blue tubs that the council used to provide. And what I've done is I filled them with, here I've got broccoli. So can you see the broccoli heads growing already? Beautiful. Little tiny broccoli heads, if you can see them. So I've got broccoli in the first 2 or 4. Yeah, broccoli in the first 4. And then the other 4 have got cabbages in there. This is my spillover strawberry bed because I just have so many strawberries. And then again, round the pond area, I've got sweet corn, these troughs here, and at the very back, I've got more sweet potatoes just because. And then this is my onion bed, which is doing really well. I've got some mammoth whites, I've got some red onions, I've got some pickling onions, I've got guardsman, I've got spring onions in here, just all types of onions. And then the spillover at the back there, again, more onions. So yeah, the garden has taken off, as in I've packed in even more than I did last year, and more cabbages at the front. So greyhound cabbage, spring cabbage and Savoy cabbage I've got here. And then I've got my kale at the back here, which is red ball kale and black kale, which I really love. I'm growing some Brussels sprouts again this year. I grew some last year that didn't do too well, but I still managed to get sprouts out of them. So I've kind of cut down what I'm growing this year. And I've just dug up some tomatoes at the back here because I have too many tomato plants yet again. More sweet potato. And here I decided that I would finally put in these seeds for my asparagus. And they have grown. So this is the asparagus. That one's doing better. And that one is not too bad. Some of them are really wispy. I think 1 or 2 died. Look, it's quite wispy, some of them. But we'll see. I should hopefully get some asparagus, which I won't be able to harvest for 3 years. So it's very strange. That's how it goes. This is my squash section. I've got crown prince growing here. A couple more courgettes at the front. At the back there, I've got sweet corn. So it's all Tetra style gardening. So like there's turmeric there, but sweet corn at the back there, which is coming along quite nicely now. Swift, luscious and fiesta. That's what I'm growing. And some beetroot. This is the second sowing of beetroot. This is the first sowing of beetroot that I've got there. And at the back there, that's all pumpkin. So I'm hoping the pumpkin will kind of grow over the apple tree or grow up over the composting area and be quite happy there. More sweet potato going along down the side. And then this is the this is the celery again. I didn't plant any more this year. This was planted last year. It's going to flower, and what happens is it just goes to flower, drops its seed and just keeps on growing. This is my second lot of broccoli that I've put here. It's a second round. This is a second sowing of peas. Sorry, I forgot to show you that's the first sowing at the back there, and I'm getting some peas off there already. And at the front, some parsnips, which are coming up quite well. So there, yeah, look at the peas already. This is Mange 2, lots of different ones in here. Meteor, Mange 2, gosh, snow peas, which is the mange too, another name for it, and all sorts of different varieties. Carina is one of the varieties. I've got the early pea, early one, which is another variety. This is the second sowing of parsnips that I've got cut here, which are obviously a lot smaller than the other one. And these are the Brussels sprouts that I dug up, and I've given those away because it's just too many for me. And these are my broad beans, which are coming up quite nicely, and the bees are loving them. So that's broad beans. I love broad beans. At the back here, so behind the celery, I've got 9 plants of purple sprouting broccoli. So this is a long-term investment, as you know, because it takes almost a year for the thing to come up. So I'm not expecting to get broccoli until next sort of March, April time. So that's the garden. Okay. It is clearly not for sitting and relaxing in. This is literally just a growing space. I'm growing everything here, guys. I don't think there's a thing that I'm not growing. There's turnips growing as well. So many different plants that I'm growing. Yeah, these are my leeks, by the way. So there you go. Some quite big ones already, really, and some small, tiny ones. So yeah, really excited to grow this year, to see how it all comes up. And I just need to keep a handle on the weeding, keep a handle on the pests, and yeah, and just keep plugging away and seeing how it produces. So yeah, take care, guys. I shall give you another update soon. Bye.